Another Friday, that means another installment of Fortnite Fridays. What is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD122 here, and as of late there has been a ton of Fortnite news this week involving, I would assume, maybe the main topic of the video that I'm gonna have at the front of this whole thing, and that we have a lot to discuss. Let's get right into it. Now, first up here, the main topic at hand this week, and that is the crazy news, of course, the upcoming new updates on the PlayStation cross progression, crossplay whole debacle. Obviously, we went into full depth about it in a separate video that I'll link in the description, where we talked about all the issues about it, what I think, why it's happening, etc., all that good stuff. Well, not good, but bad stuff and everything. However, there has been some new, input and new dialogue to the whole thing involving Microsoft and Nintendo, and you can see on Twitter right now, I'll have it linked in the description and up on the screen right now, there has been some definite shade being thrown at PlayStation here. It started off with, hey, at Xbox, since we can play together in Minecraft, now that you want to build something, Xbox replied to the, our buddies are ready, what are we building? Well, since you two seem so lovey-dovey now, why not try to build something like this, have fun? That was Minecraft's account, and they tweeted like Minecraft heart type of thing, and then they just go back and forth and everything, and it is clear that both these major companies here are definitely throwing shade at Sony for not allowing crossplay on their platform. And this comes right after they released a trailer announcing the whole Minecraft crossplay thing with Xbox and Switch and everything, and on the end it's like play together, create together, everything. Like it is such a shot at Sony, and really is showing a lot that, like, hey, these two are on board, and Sony is not. And what's probably the biggest thing, like probably the biggest takeaway here, is that we have two companies that historically they really have never done anything of substance together. You know what I'm saying? Obviously they have in the past, whatever, but just with how lovey-dovey and it's like they're acting like they've been buds for years now. It's like super weird to see. It's super odd. I would have never thought that in 2018 we would get Microsoft and Nintendo being buddy. I just don't know. I just don't get it, guys. This is crazy. We even had Major Nelson of Xbox, tweet out, what a time we live in. Signed into Minecraft on my Nintendo Switch and quickly unlocked an Xbox Live achievement. Like, it is, man, they are not stopping here. This is crazy. But going back to the PlayStation side of things here, it looks like there was a bundle that was leaked today that is depicting a Fortnite PS4 bundle that's coming out in July, and it's supposed to have a 500GB PlayStation 4 Slim, so not a Pro. A skin is also in this bundle, and this is the only place where you can get this skin. It's exclusive to this bundle, which is a really good skin. We talked about the skin a few weeks ago. I thought it was dope looking, the blue and yellow. I'm a sucker for it, but it looks really good, and I really want that skin. But I like my skin right now with PS Plus Celebration 2. It's all good. You also get 500 V-Bucks as well. And this bundle was posted on PlayStation Italy's page before they pulled it and everything. And what is just the timing of this bundle and the timing of this leak is just uncanny, okay? We have both of these two major companies, Nintendo and Microsoft, whatever. They are straight up just throwing so much shade at Sony, and then they turn around and they're doing an exclusive bundle that has an exclusive skin with it. It's just, man, like Sony, like, play ball, play some ball with you. I know money's involved, they get that whole thing, and again, we talked about it as well, but I'm just rooting for cross progression. If we can get cross progression, that is a win in my book. It's fine. I don't really care that much about cross-play, honestly. As long as we get cross progression, I am 100% for it and everything. And this bundle also includes the original co-op Save the World mode as well. And so if you're a fan of that, you can play that here as well. The full thing. It's essentially just a full game of Fortnite, not just the BR mode. And this bundle is supposedly coming out on July 16th, but this is just crazy. What do you all think about all this drama between all the companies about Fortnite, about cross-play, cross progression? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Next up here, in the same vein as we had the meteor hurling towards the Fortnite map during Season 3, this one in Season 4 we have a rocket incoming. So over the weekend, a countdown started appearing on TVs across the Switch version of the game that counted down to Tuesday the 19th at 1 PM. However, nothing happened. It was just a black screen. I was checking for myself, even on my Switch version, I didn't see anything happen. And what was strange about this whole thing was that the countdown wasn't on any other version. It was just a Switch version. So then I was thinking, man, are they about to announce like cross progression and be able to sign into your Epic account on your PlayStation stuff with the Switch and everything? Like, is the problem solved, maybe. That's what I thought was happening, but did not happen. But when a Reddit user EZT3 changed the date and time of his console or PC, whatever it was he's working on, he said it worked on both. When he changed the date and time to June 30th, it says launch. So a lot of people here are assuming that when June 30th comes around, we will be able to launch the rocket that's in the Lair on Fortnite. And this is also based off of a leak a few days ago as well, saying that there was a bunch of assets found in the latest patch that are pointing to us being able to launch it ourselves rather than it just happening automatically. Like the exact control panel in the Lair looks like something that you can interact with and change and everything. So a lot of people are assuming that you'll be able to launch this on June 30th for yourself, like have control of the rocket as opposed to the meteor that just came and just updated the map and everything. So I don't know exactly what is going down here on Fortnite with this rocket business and everything, but I will make sure to bring it to you all on upcoming episodes of Fortnite Fridays, and we will discuss what exactly goes down here with the rocket. Moving on here for Fortnite, we have a new content update version 4.4, and this one brings a few changes and mainly one big thing that we're going to talk about here. And the first one that is the big thing is that it brought sticky bombs to the game. So this is just a type of nade thing that you throw. It lets out a gas that does damage to enemies and everything. So I didn't like it that much. I played it a few times during my play sessions this week. Didn't really enjoy it that much. Wasn't really a fan of it and everything. I would much rather have a grenade, and so I can take down bases and structures and everything, you know what I'm saying? But overall, the sticky bomb was pretty cool. I don't know if you like it. It's there in the game for you to try out. Next up here, RIP the RPG. They have done some changes to a lot of the explosives here, and the biggest one that get hit is definitely the RPG. They have increased the rocket launcher's reload time based on its rarity. So for rares, now we have 2.3 seconds to 2.8, so that had a 0.5 increase on the reload time. From the epic variant, we have a 2.185 seconds. That was the original reload time. Now it's 2.66. So they're all going up by about half a second here. And the legendary ones are 2.07 originally, and now they are 2.52 on the reload time. So they are all, kind of within the realm of where they used to be within the 2 seconds, but they are just off by about half a second on every single rarity. So if you were enjoying the rocket launcher, it looks like you have to reload that a little bit slower. And now also the maximum number of unloaded rocket ammo that can be held has been changed to 12. And so with that in mind, so now you only have 13 shots of your rocket launcher at any given time. That's the max, so you will not be able to get 99 rockets or whatever. It is only 13 now, which is a super big change. Honestly, that really changes the whole meta and really changes how endgame battles work with building and everything. And we're going to talk a little bit more about building in a little bit here, but that's just a huge change that they made as well. And then this weekend and moving forward for the foreseeable future, probably till next week, they have a new LTM. It's called Final Fight Teams of 20. So what it is that you survive the countdown essentially. So the storm gives players more room to hunt down opponents. The final circle triggers a countdown timer. When the time is up, the team with the most players remaining wins. So this LTM is pretty fun. I played it, like a few rounds this week. I definitely liked it. It was just a little bit different. It was just really cool to have the countdown element and everything, and have just more room and more space to get more loot and everything, and more, just area to work with as opposed to the regular teams of 20. However, that is not all the content update brought us as well. So we got new upcoming modes that were in the patch as well. And I'm not sure what to deal with these two, but they seem very similar. I'm going to read it out to you guys. Let me know if you see any just differences with this. But to me, they sound a lot like the same of both of them. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. But the first one's called Tactics Showdown. This mode encourages tactical combat and building by putting a cap on the amount of resources and ammunition players can carry. Player built structures also start out with less health than normal, and when players are eliminated, they will drop fewer resources than normal. So to me, that sounds like, just as the name entails, that this is going to be a more tactical mode. Like, you're going to have to do a lot more gunfights and shooting and everything, and have more gun skill overall to get that victory royale in this game mode. Next up here, we have a mode here called Ground Game. So it says, quote, in Ground Game, the focus is on fighting smart. Spray and pray and build spamming isn't an option here. Fewer building materials can be carried and max ammo count is limited. So use the natural cover that the map provides and make every shot count. So how exactly are these two modes different? I mean, I honestly don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But to me, it looks like they're both going to limit materials and limit ammo counts to better, enhance gunplay and everything. So to me, they sound sound the same? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And with Epic Games narrowing down the ammo counts for the RPG and having out these new game modes that are limiting building materials, we come to them releasing this statement here about making major changes to the meta. So essentially it sounds like they are wanting to limit the amount of build spam in gunfights. Most times in Fortnite, especially during endgame, it just becomes a build off, and it looks like they are wanting to limit that and support a quote wide range of playstyles and counterplay. They're looking into quote exploring changes to weapon balance and resource economy, like resource caps, especially that we have seen with them limiting the rocket ammo that you can carry, as well as resources dropping less via llamas or other sources. And they ended off their whole statement with saying, quote, you should be able to find victory royales through multiple strategies. Shotguns should be strong, but other weapons have room to grow. Not every encounter should have to end in a build off. We want to empower you to showcase your skill, strategy, and tactics in all varieties of ways. We'll be exploring these changes over the next few weeks, and we're excited to hear your thoughts and encourage you to participate in discussions on our various social channels. So that is essentially what they've all said, is that they kind of want to support a wide range of things. They don't want every game to be a build off, and honestly I kind of see where they're coming from here. I really get it, you know what I'm saying? Me, obviously I'm a little biased. I am a very weak builder, y'all. It is apparent. You guys probably see it in my gameplay. I very rarely build, honestly, and I know that's a huge negative, that's a huge downside. I'm missing like a big part of Fortnite as a whole and the whole meta as, you know, just Fortnite as it is and everything. So I understand that, but it's just me. I just haven't, you know, just really put aside the time to really master building in my perspective. Like I could do it a little bit here and there, but you know, to get up to different structures and everything, or to build a wall really quick when I'm in a gunfight. But you know, I see these people just making a straight up fort when I get in a gunfight, and it just becomes a little bit of a slow game. Just pop, you know, like whoever has the first shot, whoever lands a good shot, just gonna, you know, end up winning the whole thing. So to me, I totally see and totally understand what is going on here and totally get where they're coming from. But most importantly, I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you guys like these changes? Are you hyped to see that we're not going to get a little bit more gunfights and less build battles? Let me know what you all think down in the comments below. And lastly here, of course, to end off every Fortnite Friday, we have this week's challenges. So this is Season 4, Week 8 challenges. We're almost at the end of Season 4, guys. Get pretty hyped for that. But this week, you will have to deal headshot damage to opponents, 250 damage points to be exact. Next up, you will have to search 7 chests in Salty Springs. So that is kind of unfortunate because I usually land salty, so it's going to be really fun to play that this week. You also have to search 7 chests in a single match. So if you're really efficient, you can probably knock out those 2 in the exact same game. Next up, you will have to also search for gnomes. Gnomes are back in the game. I will also make sure to include a link in the description where you can have a better guide on where the gnomes are. There's a bunch of different places where they can be, but I will link down in the description. Next up here, you have to search between a bear, crater, and a refrigerated shipment. That I have no context for. I don't know what that means at all, but you will have to do those 3, and it says it's a hard one, so it seems pretty hard. Probably not that hard, but you know, you have to do that as well. You also have to have 3 eliminations with a suppressed weapon, so that could be the suppressed pistol or the SMG, I'm assuming. So you're probably your best bet is probably the pistol, honestly, because that SMG is garbage. But if you want to, you know, try that, you have to get 3 eliminations with a suppressed weapon. And then lastly here, you will have to eliminate 3 opponents in Pleasant Park. And that is all I got for this video, guys. If you all enjoyed Fortnite Fridays episode 4, make sure to leave a like on the video, as well as make sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. What do you guys think about the Sony shade that Microsoft and Nintendo are throwing? What do you feel about the new Fortnite changes that are coming to the game? What do you feel about the Fortnite PS4 bundle with the exclusive skin? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And make sure also, while you were down there, to check out the description where you can find their Instagram and Twitter to follow us on there, as well as subscribe to PlayStation Source for the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.